Hi traders, have you ever noticed that the same currency pair can have different prices on different platforms? What if I told you that you could take advantage of those price discrepancies to make strategic trades? This is called arbitrage trading. All right, and in this video, we are diving deep into how it works and how you can use it to your advantage. Now, arbitrage trading is one of the most powerful and low risk trading strategies, but it requires precision timing and quick execution. In this video, I'm just going to be breaking down what arbitrage trading is and how it works. I'm going to be breaking down how to spot price discrepancies between markets, the different types of arbitrage trading strategies, how to manage risk while using this technique, and I'm also going to be showing you a couple of examples of how to implement these opportunities. So if you are ready to learn how to maximize your market edge, hit that like button and subscribe for more expert trading strategies. All right, now let us get into it. We're going to be starting with the basics. Okay, what is arbitrage trading? In simple terms, arbitrage trading is when a trader takes advantage of price differences between two or more markets. This means buying an asset at a lower price in one market and simultaneously selling it at a higher price in another market. Since this happens almost instantly, the goal is to lock in a risk-free trade before the price difference disappears. All right. Now, one thing with arbitrage trading is that it might not really be applicable to currency pair
You
trading.
tell them what to do.
All right, because when you open a position with a broker, of
Hired
course
people.
you will have to close that position with that same broker.
Don't worry, we
You
know how
can't
it works.
kind of transfer your position to another broker, right? So, and that is the challenge that comes with arbitrage trading in terms of currency but if you are perhaps trading things like cryptocurrencies or maybe some stocks, basically you're trading assets that can be transferred across exchanges or across brokers or across across markets, across platforms. If you're trading
Obviously, they'll
assets that
come
can
back
be
for their ready.
transferred across platforms, then arbitrage trading can be very much effective for you. For example, let's say you bought let me just use a cryptocurrency for example. Let's say you bought
Because
Bitcoin
faith was.
on a particular exchange at the time when
I don't
it
want my
was
microphone to die.
$80,000, and maybe at that same time, basically, if you were going with cryptocurrency, then it has to be spot trading, right? Okay, because if this futures trading, you might likely have to close the position on that same exchange, right? So you bought it at $80,000, and perhaps in another exchange there was just a price difference of $20. So perhaps at the time when you bought it, it was $80,000, and another exchange it was $80,020. Now, if you were to transfer your funds to that other exchange and sell it at that same time when the prices were 80,000 and 80,020, you will notice that you are getting an instant gain of $20 even without without risk, because you didn't have to use leverage, right? It was just because of the price discrepancies across the exchange. So that is just a very simple example. All right, now, having said that, let's talk about different types of arbitrage strategies that traders can use. Okay, we have spatial arbitrage. Okay, which is exchange arbitrage. Now, this involves buying an asset on one exchange and selling it on another exchange. All right. So, let me just write this. Okay. Pardon me that we are not exactly using the MetaTrader for this video because we are talking about arbitrage trading. So we can't exactly use MetaTrader to describe this. So please just pardon me for that. Um, but basically, I'm just going to be explaining the concepts. Okay, arbitrage trading is kind of practical, right? It's practical. So I'm just going to be explaining the concept so that you can understand it. All right. Now, like I said, special trading is also called exchange trading, right? Special arbitrage, I mean, it's also called exchange arbitrage, and it involves buying an asset on one exchange and selling it on another exchange where the price is higher. So this is common in stocks and even cryptocurrency trading. The challenge is that transaction speed and fees must be considered when executing these trades. Okay, so that is it for spatial arbitrage. Then we have triangular arbitrage. This type of arbitrage happens within the same exchange but across different assets. All right. For example, if there is a price inefficiency between three different assets that are related, a trader can execute three trades in quick succession to capitalize on the discrepancy. Now, this requires fast execution and often relies on algorithmic trading. Then we also have the statistical arbitrage. Okay, I'm just going to be, I think I need to write them out here. All right. So this was the first arbitrage that we talked about, the spatial arbitrage or exchange arbitrage. And then we have the triangular, which I said happens within the same exchange. All right, this happens within the same exchange. Okay, and then we have the statistical arbitrage. All right. The statistical arbitrage is a more advanced form of arbitrage where traders use historical data, mathematical models, and algorithms to predict price discrepancies before they happen. Now, this strategy relies heavily on technical indicators and quantitative analysis. Okay, and then we also have interest rate arbitrage or carry trade arbitrage. All right. Okay. So this involves borrowing in a currency with a low interest rate and investing in a currency with a higher interest rate. So this strategy is often used by institutional traders and hedge funds to take advantage of interest rate differentials. All right. So each of these strategies requires a different approach. All right. But they all share one common goal, which is capitalizing on inefficiencies in the market. So, how do you find arbitrage opportunities in the market? Here's what you need to do. You have to monitor multiple exchanges or brokers. Okay, since prices can vary across different platforms, keeping an eye on multiple sources can help you identify discrepancies. Okay, secondly, use arbitrage scanners and trading bots. Now, because arbitrage opportunities disappear within seconds, traders often rely on automated trading systems to scan the market and execute trades instantly. All right. Then you should also check for high liquidity pairs. Arbitrage works best in highly liquid markets where price discrepancies happen more frequently. Major currency pairs like Euro USD, GBP USD, and USD JPY. That is in terms of currency pairs. Okay, they could be great candidates. Okay, that's if you're talking about liquidity. Okay, but when we are talking about arbitrage, since arbitrage might not easily work on currency pairs, then whatever assets that you are trading, whatever asset that you are trading, just ensure that it's a liquid asset. Okay, it's a liquid asset because arbitrage works best in highly liquid markets. All right, and then be aware of transaction costs. Okay, before executing an arbitrage trade, always factor in spread differences, commissions, and slippage. All right, if these costs outweigh the price difference, then the trade is not worth it. Okay, now even though arbitrage is considered a low risk strategy, there are still risks involved. And here's how to manage them. The first is execution speed. All right. Now we're talking about risks. Talking about risks now, yeah? So one of the risks that we have is execution speed. All right? Execution speed is a major risk, right? It's a major risk. Price discrepancies do not last long. So if your trade execution is too slow, the opportunity might be gone before you complete the trade. So using a low latency trading platform and automated systems can help. Okay. The next uh risk that we have is the risk of slippage. All right, the risk of slippage. Now, if the market moves before your order is executed, the price difference might vanish, leading to unexpected losses. So always use limit orders when possible. The next risk we're going to be talking about is transaction fees. Okay, transaction fees is another major risk when it comes to arbitrage trading. Now, spreads, commissions, and withdrawal fees can eat into your potential gains. So always calculate your net profit after all costs before executing a trade. All right. Finally, we have liquidity issues. All right, we have liquidity issues. Okay. Some arbitrage opportunities exist in low volume markets, making it hard to execute large trades without affecting the price. So you might want to stick to high liquidity pairs whenever possible. By understanding these risks and planning your trades strategically, you can maximize the effectiveness of your arbitrage trading. All right. Now, let us just do a quick recap. Arbitrage trading is all about taking advantage of market inefficiencies. Okay, there are multiple arbitrage strategies, including exchange arbitrage, triangular arbitrage, and statistical arbitrage. So, to be successful, you need fast execution, a solid risk management plan, and the right tools to spot opportunities. Now, it's your turn. Have you ever tried arbitrage trading before? Drop a comment below and let us discuss your experience. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more trading strategies and insights. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.